Welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I will explain about Introduction to HTML. For more updates and video tutorials, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. So we'll start right away. So I have prepared a few points for you here on HTML. So an introduction. So we'll start with point 1. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So this is the full form of HTML. Hypertext Markup Language. Number 2. HTML was developed by Tim Berners-Lee and his colleagues at the European Organization for Nuclear Research CER in Switzerland in the year 1990. So HTML was developed by Tim Berners-Lee and his team, at Switzerland in 1990. Point number 3, HTML is a markup language, which means it uses tags to define the structure and presentation of content on a web page. Here, a markup language is a technique to write documents describing the structure of content inside the document. Markup language, it defines the style, layout, and appearance of a web document in a simple text file. Point number 4. HTML is a special and standard markup language used to create web pages and websites on the World Wide Web. Point number 5. HTML has commands for linking a web page to other pages. It allows the user to link several related information stored in the computer to be accessed from anywhere around the world. Point number 6. HTML allows the creation of hypertext links called hyperlink, which are clickable links that connect web pages and allow users to navigate through different websites. Point number 7. Hypertext is the text on a web page which contains a link to other web pages. When a user clicks on a hypertext link, the linked page or the linked portion is displayed on the web browser. Point number 8. HTML is a simple text formatting and scripting language used to create hypertext document for the World Wide Web. In short, it is used to create web document. So a web document is written using this markup language. Point number 9. HTML allows web developers to format text, to add images, create links, embed multimedia elements, and define the overall structure of a web page. Point number 10. HTML pages includes text, graphics, sounds, and animation effects. Point number 11. HTML is also known as versatile language because it is platform independent. It can be used to build static websites, dynamic web applications, and even more applications through frameworks like PhoneGap. So these are few points on the introduction of HTML. Okay, so now we will see on some characteristics of HTML. So point 1, here it says HTML documents are simple text file. So it is simple and easy to learn HTML. Point number 2, it is not a case-sensitive language, which means that you can either type in the uppercase or lowercase letters. Point number 3, it will not display error at the time of execution. Suppose even if you type the code wrongly, it will not show you the mistakes, but it will give you the output. But the output that you get is the incorrect output. So it is a job to rectify these errors or the mistakes. Next point. HTML document can be viewed by with any web browser. You can view web browsers like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, Safari, etc. Next point. The HTML code can be written using either a simple text editor or a web page editor. If we take, for example, a simple text editor, it can be like a Notepad or a WordPad. And if we go for a web page editor, we call it in short as WYSIWYG. That means the meaning is what you see is what you get, like MS Front Page, Netscape Composer, Adobe Dreamweaver, etc. Next point. HTML consists of markup tags. These markup tags are used to instruct the browser on how to display a web page. Next point, the HTML document is saved with the file extension .html or .htm. So the name, it can be any name you can give, but the extension, you should always remember that it is .html or .htm. So these are some points on characteristics of HTML. So now we'll go with the HTML tags. So here also I have prepared a few points. Point number 1, it says, the text instruction that are used to create an HTML document are called tags. These tags are also called markups. These tags instruct the browser on how to display a web page. Point number 2, it consists of a left angular bracket. This is called the left angular bracket. Okay, you see here a symbol that start the tags followed by a keyword. It can be name of the tags and closed by a right angular bracket, which is a less than symbol. So the opening starting tag here, the left angular bracket is the symbol less than symbol, whereas the close tag is the right angular bracket, which is a greater than symbol. Point number 3, these angular brackets denote the start and end of an HTML instruction. Point number 4, the first tag is known as the opening tags and the last tag is called the closing tag. The closing tag starts with an angular bracket and a forward slash. So I will show here some example. So here HTML, body are opening tags. Okay, they are inside the left angular and the right angular bracket. Whereas the closing tags is again HTML in opening in left angular and right angular bracket, body also in left angular and right angular bracket. So what the difference you see here is the opening tag looks like this, whereas the closing tags, it has a forward slash before the HTML here, and same thing before the body tag here, the forward slash is put here to close this element here. So next, point number 5, there are two types of tags. They are container tags and empty tags. Container tags have both opening and closing tag. Example like opening HTML, close HTML, opening body, close body, opening title, close title, etc. Whereas on the other hand, empty tag has only the opening tag. It has no closing tag. Example like the IMG, which is the image tag, the HR, which is the horizontal rule line, and then the BR, which is the break. Okay, so these are few of the example of the of the empty tag. So these points, there are some points on HTML tags. So next point is HTML elements. So here also there are few points. So HTML element, point number 1, elements are the main markup components of an HTML document. So HTML element gives definition to an HTML document. They are used to describe the content of an HTML document. Point number 2, an HTML element is composed of a start tag, some contents related to the element, and an end tag. They are written along with the opening and closing tags. Point number 3, some of the elements require an end tag, whereas some elements do not require it, because some are container tags and some are empty tags. Point number 4, thus elements can be categorized as container element and empty element. So these are few points on HTML element. So next is HTML attributes and values. So here also there are few points. We'll start with number 1. An HTML attribute is a modifier of an HTML element. So here it describes the property of an element. Point number 2, attributes help to add more specification about an element. It provides additional information about the HTML element. Point number 3, an attribute is always placed inside the start tag. They are written within the start tag of an element after the element name. Point number 4, elements can have more than one attribute. That is, each attribute is written in the same opening tags separated by a space. Point number 5. The attribute values are enclosed in a single or double quotes. Example you will see here. Font face, Time News Roman. Again, size 14 and color blue. So here we see that font, here is the element, font is the element here, and then face, size, and color. These three are the attributes, and Times New Roman, 14, and blue. These are called the attribute values. So thank you friends for watching. Hope you are clear with this tutorial. You will see more video tutorial coming on HTML. So friends, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon.